Chapter 1. The Coffee Cup and the Tears. The night shift had just ended. The neon sign above Maggie's diner flickered weakly, humming in the cool air. Inside, chairs were turned upside down on tables, and the smell of coffee and grease hung heavy. Outside, a young waitress named Emily stood near the alley, wiping her eyes with her apron. Her hands trembled as she counted the few crumpled bills in her palm, barely enough for bus fare. Her lip quivered when a voice behind her barked, "You shorted the register again, didn't you?" It was Mr. Dalton, the diner owner, red-faced, impatient, and holding a clipboard. "I didn't, sir, I swear. Don't you lie to me again." The slap came fast, open-handed but sharp enough to turn heads. Emily stumbled, her coffee cup shattering on the pavement. The sound echoed through the empty street, but it wasn't the only sound. From the corner came a low, steady rumble. A line of motorcycles was rolling in, engines growling like thunder carried on the wind. At the front of the pack was a man with a thick beard, steel gray eyes, and a vest that read, "Iron Guardians MC." His name was Logan Cross, a former Army mechanic turned biker, known for fixing more than just engines. He slowed his bike, eyes narrowing on the scene in front of the diner. Chapter 2. The Confrontation. Logan parked his Harley beside the curb, the headlight washing over Emily's tear-streaked face. Dalton froze mid-shout, his bravado fading under the weight of the biker's stare. Logan's boots hit the pavement. He didn't speak right away. He just took off his gloves and picked up the broken cup pieces one by one, setting them on the curb. "You okay, miss?" he asked quietly. Emily nodded, though her lip was bleeding. Logan's jaw tightened. Dalton forced a laugh. "Hey now, this ain't your business, biker. She's my employee." Logan straightened, towering over him. His voice was calm, but it carried steel. "She's a person, not a punching bag." The street went silent. Even the neon light seemed to pause between flickers. Behind Logan, 3 other bikers from the Iron Guardians stepped forward. Tank, a mountain of a man with kind eyes. Ryder, a former paramedic. And Ghost, the quiet one who spoke only when needed. Dalton backed up a step. You can't just." Logan didn't need to say anything. His silence said more than threats ever could. He reached into his vest, pulled out a few folded bills, and handed them to Emily. "Go inside, grab your things, you're done with this place." Her eyes widened. "But I need this job." "You need respect," Logan said. "We'll help you with the rest." Dalton opened his mouth again, but Ghost simply turned his head. The glare was enough to shut him up. Chapter 3. The Story Behind the Bruises. They sat inside the diner, lights dim, while Emily told her story over untouched coffee. She'd been working double shifts, covering for staff who'd quit after Dalton's temper drove them away. Her mother was sick, her little brother in school. She couldn't afford to lose her job. Logan listened quietly. He didn't interrupt, didn't pity. He just nodded. "You ever think about leaving this town?" "Every day," Emily whispered. "But where would I go?" Logan leaned back, thinking. "There's a charity garage 2 towns over. We run it, teach people to fix bikes, cars, whatever they need. You help with the office, we'll pay fare. Clean start." Emily stared at him, eyes glistening. "You'd really do that? For a stranger?" "You're not a stranger anymore." Outside, red and blue lights suddenly flashed. Dalton had called the cops. Chapter 4. The Choice. 2 officers stepped out of the patrol car, hands on belts. "We got a call about some disturbance?" Dalton pointed at Logan. "These bikers barged into my place, threatening me." The younger officer hesitated. He recognized Logan. "Aren't you the guy who runs the veteran food drive?" Logan gave a slow nod. "Yeah. And this man hit a woman. You gonna arrest me for picking up broken glass?" The other officer glanced at Emily, bruised cheek, trembling hands. Dalton's story fell apart under the silence. After a long moment, the older cop turned to Dalton. "Sir, we're gonna need you to come down to the station." "What? I'm the victim here." "Doesn't look like it." Dalton's protests faded as they led him away. The younger officer looked at Logan, almost smiling. "Good seeing you again, brother. Keep doing what you do." When the cruisers drove off, Emily stood beside Logan under the soft glow of the diner sign. "How do I thank you?" she asked. Logan started his bike, The engine purring. You don't. Just pay it forward when someone else needs it. As the Iron Guardians rode off into the night, the roar of their engines wasn't noise. It was a promise, a reminder that even in a hard world, kindness still has muscle, and that sometimes the loudest act of justice is done quietly. Moral: real strength isn't in fists or fury. It's in standing up when others stay silent.